There is the body you have been criticizing, and there is the body that has been carrying you through every single day of your life without being thanked for it. Those are the same body, and it has been listening. Every thought you have ever had about it, every word you have spoken over it, every time you stood in front of a mirror and cataloged its failures before you acknowledged its strength, your body has been receiving that signal for years. And here is what the research, the wisdom, and the lived experience of thousands of people confirms. The body responds to what the mind believes about it. Not completely, not magically, not as a replacement for medicine or professional care, but the connection between what we think, what we feel, and how our bodies function is not metaphor. It is biology. Today you change the signal, not by pretending everything is perfect, not by bypassing real symptoms or ignoring what needs attention, but by choosing deliberately, repeatedly with genuine feeling to speak to your body as an ally rather than an adversary, as something whole, even in the middle of healing, as something worthy of care, even before it meets every standard you have set for it. Place one hand on your heart and one on your stomach. Feel the warmth of your own hands. Feel the rise and fall of breath that your body has been doing faithfully, without instruction, your entire life. And speak today as someone who has decided to be on their body's side. I am healthy, not only when every measurement is perfect, but in my commitment to treating this body as something worth caring for, deeply and consistently. I release every war I have been waging against my own body, the criticism, the comparison, the relentless audit of everything it is not. And I choose peace instead. Whole does not mean without history. It means complete, carrying every experience, every scar, every season of healing, and still fundamentally intact. I choose to speak to my body with the same gentleness I would offer to someone I deeply love who is going through something hard. I am not broken. I am healing. And healing is not the absence of wholeness. It is wholeness in motion. I release the shame I have carried about the way my body looks, moves, feels, or functions. Shame that was never mine to carry and has never once made me healthier for holding it. My body has carried me through every hard thing I have ever survived. It deserves my gratitude before it deserves my critique. I choose nourishment, food that honors this body, movement that serves it, rest that restores it, as acts of respect rather than punishment or obligation. I release the belief that I must earn the right to feel good in my body. That comfort, ease, and physical joy are rewards for discipline rather than baseline entitlements. Not the body I will have one day, not the body I had before, this body, right now, worthy of care, of comfort, of the full dignity of being well tended. I choose to listen to what my body is telling me, to honor fatigue before it becomes collapse, to address discomfort before it becomes crisis, to treat sensation as information rather than inconvenience. I release the habit of running my body into the ground in the name of productivity, and then resenting it for breaking down under the weight. I am someone who prioritizes their physical well-being, not because appearance demands it, but because everything I want to build in this life requires a body that has been given what it needs. I release the comparison to other bodies, to younger versions of this one, to images designed to make ordinary human bodies feel inadequate. Healing is happening in me, at a cellular level, at a pace I cannot always see or measure, in ways that are real even when they are not yet visible. I choose to move my body in ways that feel like celebration rather than punishment. Movement that connects me to its strength rather than trying to correct its shape. I release every inherited story about what bodies like mine are capable of, every low ceiling placed on my physical potential by other people's limited imagination. I am grateful for what this body can do. I build from gratitude rather than from dissatisfaction. Gratitude is the better foundation. I release the pattern of neglecting myself when things get busy, of treating my own physical needs as the first thing to sacrifice when life makes demands. My immune system, my nervous system, and every system working quietly inside me right now is supported by the care and the belief I am choosing to bring today. I choose rest, genuine, unguilted, fully inhabited rest, as one of the most important health decisions I make. I release the disconnection, the years of living from the neck up, treating the body as a vehicle for the mind rather than as the home I actually live in. Keep your hands where they are, on your heart, on your stomach. You are speaking these manifestations directly to the body that is holding you right now. Speak them with warmth. Speak them as a promise. I manifest a body so well rested, so well nourished, and so consistently cared for that vitality becomes my most natural and unremarkable state. I manifest complete healing, physical, emotional, and cellular, in every area where damage, depletion, or dis-ease has taken up residence. I manifest a relationship with my body so peaceful and so kind that waking up in it each morning feels like arriving somewhere safe. I manifest freedom from the chronic tension that has been living in my shoulders, my jaw, my chest, the body's record of every stress I have not yet released. I manifest a specific healing outcome that my medical team, my own effort, and my committed belief are working together to create. I manifest a body image so grounded and so free that I stop spending mental and emotional energy on the size and shape of the vessel and redirect it entirely to the life being lived inside it. I manifest deep and restorative sleep, the kind that repairs, regenerates, and returns me to myself each morning rather than the kind that leaves me still tired when I wake. I manifest complete release from the physical symptoms that anxiety, stress, and unprocessed emotion have been storing in my body. I manifest a relationship with food that is joyful, intuitive, and free from the cycles of restriction and guilt that have made eating complicated for far too long. I manifest movement that I genuinely look forward to, that connects me to my own strength, my own capability, and the simple pleasure of a body in motion. I manifest that my immune system, my nervous system, and every system working on my behalf operates at full capacity, defended, balanced, and resilient. I manifest a body so listened to and so well tended that it no longer needs to speak to me through pain, illness, or exhaustion in order to be heard. I manifest complete healing from the experiences that first taught me my body was something to be ashamed of, managed, or hidden rather than inhabited and celebrated. I manifest a hormonal balance, a nervous system regulation, and a physical equilibrium so stable that the dramatic swings of the past become increasingly rare and eventually absent. I manifest that every form of care I offer this body, rest, nourishment, movement, medical attention, emotional release, compounds into a level of health I have not yet experienced. I manifest a mental relationship with my body so transformed that the critical inner voice is replaced entirely by the curious, caring one that asks, "What do you need today?" and then listens for the answer. I manifest physical energy so consistent and so reliable that I stop rationing myself through the day and begin moving through it with the full capacity I was built to have. I manifest complete freedom from the body comparison that has been making me feel like a lesser version of what a body is supposed to be. I manifest healing at exactly the pace my body requires, not rushed, not forced, but supported, trusted, and given everything it needs to complete the process in its own time. I manifest a life in which my physical health is a foundation, not a preoccupation, something so consistently maintained that it enables everything else rather than competing with it. I manifest that the care I begin giving this body today becomes a practice so ingrained and so natural that neglect becomes something I am no longer capable of defaulting to. I manifest freedom from every diagnosis, symptom, or physical limitation that has been allowed to define the full scope of what my life can contain. I manifest a body that feels like home, comfortable, familiar, known, and a relationship with it that is warm enough to have that feeling on the hard days too. I manifest that the people in my life support my health, that my environment, my relationships, and my daily rhythms all make it easier, not harder, to be well. I manifest complete and lasting recovery from every form of depletion, physical, emotional, and energetic, that has accumulated from living at a pace this body was not designed to sustain indefinitely. I manifest a longevity so rooted in genuine care and genuine joy that the years ahead are not something I dread, but something I am genuinely building toward. I manifest that this body, this specific, particular, one-of-a-kind body, is recognized by me as the extraordinary thing it is, the vehicle for every experience, relationship, and achievement of my entire life. I manifest that the signal I send to my body from this day forward is one of respect, of partnership, of the settled intention to care for it as the irreplaceable thing it is. If this session was the first time in a long time you spoke to your body with kindness rather than criticism, subscribe. Come back every day. The relationship between your mind and your body is rebuilt the same way any relationship is, through consistent, genuine, repeated acts of care. Like this video, every like sends this session to someone who may be in the middle of a health journey and needs to be reminded that the way they speak to their body is part of the medicine. Something specific, something it has done quietly, reliably, without your having to ask. Let this be the beginning of a different conversation. Share this with someone who is hard on themselves physically, someone whose inner dialogue about their body you know is unkind. This might be the session that shifts something. Your body has never stopped working for you, not on the hard days, not in the difficult seasons, not during the years when you were not giving it what it needed. It kept going, quietly, faithfully, without complaint, loud enough for you to hear. That deserves something. Today you gave it something. 10 minutes of being spoken to with respect. 10 minutes of being told it is whole. 10 minutes of the kind of care it has been giving you every single day of your life. Go take care of it today. Drink the water. Rest when it asks you to. Move when it wants to. Feed it something good. And keep coming back to this, because a body spoken to with love consistently over time becomes a body that reflects that love back.